Hello and welcome to the channel. I've been asked loads of times to do a Q&A, so that's what you're getting today. You ready?
Yep.
Right.
Started.
First questions by loads of people actually. Andrew, Dan and Life's an Experiment, all on social media. And the first question is, how did we meet?
At work.
Yeah, we both met at
work
work.
in the same department.
That's right, yeah. Did you see Pete's got his answers written down?
Yeah.
Because his English is good, but not perfect, so he's written them all down so he remembers.
Yeah.
We met at work, yeah, in the same place. How many years ago now?
Oh, 12?
12, 13 years ago, that's where we met, wasn't it? Yeah.
A long time anyway.
Yeah, that's where we met at work. Pete came and worked. I was supervising at the time. Oh no, I wasn't at the time, was I?
No,
I
he
got
was supervisor always.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
And then Pete came in and the cracking work, and we just became friends, didn't we? At work and out of work. So that's the first one done. Does Pete have any say in where we go? That was asked by Katie on Facebook.
Yeah, we all decide together to where we want to go, basically.
That's right. Yeah, we both decide together. We come up with a list.
Look for internet,
Yeah,
best
we look
offers,
on it. Like
deals.
Pete's on his days off, and he'll be online looking all the time. Then I'll look, and we'll meet and decide. Like we decided on Petra for the beginning of this year.
But then we changed to
Yeah,
Hong Kong.
the weather was too cold, and I said to Pete, I said, look, I don't think it's going to be too cold. It might get shut or anything.
Yeah, I remember you asked the guy in there, he said it's a bit cold.
Yeah, so we changed it, and then Pete came up with Hong Kong, and straight away it was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And that's how Hong Kong was born. And Thailand, I think we both came up with it, didn't we? And Vegas and stuff. It's something we both come up with because we both like the same kind of thing. So that's what it is, We both have a say in it. How far in front do we plan trips? And that's from Stephen on Twitter.
Oh, that's just depends. It could be 2 weeks, could be 6 months. It all depends how much time you got, how much money. If you got football as well, so you have to plan if you want to see any
Pete
matches.
works 4 on 4 off, so we have to work around that as well. So when we go on the short trips like Paris, Krakow, Warsaw, we go on Pete's 4 days off, so we have to plan around that. But we can book that in advance, a month, 2 months, because they're only short European
but if you want longer, I book usually holidays. It's better now because John is not work, so I can just book by myself.
We used to be on the same shift, so it used to be hard to get time off together. And now I'm not there anymore.
2 people from the shift, sometimes.
Pete can get time off when he wants, and I can just work around that. Like Thailand, we booked way in advance, didn't we?
Oh yeah, it's like a year ago, before.
Hong Kong maybe 4 or 5 months, but stuff like Paris is booked 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. So it all depends really on how much money we've got. Sometimes we'll pay in separate, like we'll pay for the flights, then a month later we'll get a hotel, a month later we'll pay for attraction. So it just depends really, doesn't it, on where we're going. From Stephen again, what if we both want to go to different places?
It's not happened before.
Yeah, it's not happened yet, has it?
We all decide together, so...
Yeah, we're pretty flexible, both of us, so far that's not happened. We've both had a list, and if there's a list of 10, I would say 6 or 7 are exactly the same.
Yeah, and it's just basically what's the best price.
Like if say 2 years ago we picked Vegas or Hong Kong, and Vegas was $2,000 and Hong Kong was, we'd just go to Hong Kong. There's not one favourite place, is there really? Like we've got some stuff planned for this year. And we'll just work it out.
Sometimes got places you like to go, but we got no money.
That's it. It's too expensive, so you go at another time. Like I think if you go in Hong Kong in summer, it's maybe double the price what we paid. So we just look for the right stuff at the right time of the year. That's what it is, The next one, what made me start vlogging?
That's for your question.
That's me, well, without going into too much detail, my sister got really poorly, and she wanted to see the adventures around the world, and she was too poorly really, and so I videoed everything, put it all on YouTube, and so she got to see the adventure that way really. And then my dad got poorly. They're both no longer with us unfortunately, but they both got poorly, and I videoed Vegas and everything, and he got to see all that. So it was basically just for that, for my family to see the world. And on YouTube you can see anything. They can watch it, where I used to get up and my dad would be in bed sometimes watching my YouTube page. So that's all what made, and then I just carried on.
I remember your sister enjoyed watching it, and it's still in here, remember? She texts you a lot about
She used to love watching them when she was really poorly, but Yeah, that's why, because my family wanted it, and we just carried on because we had such a good time. And
Yeah,
it's more creating memories, isn't it? You can see,
Yeah.
like even Pete, even though he don't make them, he can look back and watch his holidays on a video. It's
I just
good,
sometimes
isn't it?
wonder if you not just do it to your sister to show
Yeah.
what
At the
you're doing.
beginning it
Yeah.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just for family. And the Thailand videos aren't that great, either. The quality's not too
No.
good.
Now you
And
look
they had a
back,
horrible
compare
camera.
it to quality,
Yeah.
you know.
So maybe Thailand needs doing again.
Yeah.
Right, best place been to and why, and the worst place. That's from Dan on Twitter.
Yeah, we will go to the bit. Yeah.
Yeah, my
start.
best place is New York City. Why? It's just iconic. Everything I've seen on telly growing up. It's just one of them places what's got a special place in my heart. And when I went, it was just amazing, and I loved it. And yeah, that's my best place. What's yours?
My best, I got two actually, because it's depends what's your priority, what you like to do first. I got Thailand
Yeah.
because women and stuff.
Yeah. Lots of
And
women in Thailand. But
places like just for tourism, just things you like to see is Japan,
Japan, yeah.
because
That's right.
I like it to go in there since I was kids, and
You went to
and
Japan with your brother, didn't you?
yeah,
And really, and you went. What did you do in Japan? You went to.
Tokyo, Kyoto, Hiroshima, Osaka,
that
and
sounds amazing,
Mount
that.
Fuji.
Fuji, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I'd like to do, yeah. Yeah, and as like Pete says, Japan on his own and Thailand together, and Thailand's for me the best thing we've done together as well.
Thing is, if the place in Japan that make special, like I like people to recommend when they go to Japan is Hiroshima.
Yeah, I'd
When you
love
got
to
a
do that.
museum about
Yeah.
nuclear bomb
Yeah.
dropping there.
Yeah,
There's
Hiroshima, yeah.
lots of
Yeah.
hard
That seems
things to
amazing.
see.
That.
Yeah.
That seems really good.
What's happened with people after that?
Yeah, yeah, because that was a massive event, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the worst place, I think we've got the same on this one, haven't we?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Which is Los Angeles. Not because the place was terrible, but it was so rushed, wasn't it? Like, that's probably the worst thing place, because we've actually been quite lucky. We've been to some amazing places, but LA was just rushed. We got an hour on Santa Monica, we was on the bus for 4 hours, then we got 2 hours on Hollywood Walk, and it just was all rushed, wasn't it? And yeah, if we go back, it might not be the same answer, but we just was rushed about a lot, weren't we? And there was a lot of travelling, which we knew anyway, but then if you remember on the way home, there was a massive traffic jam. It took hours.
It's really bad.
They had to
It's-
change the driver, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because it took. But yeah, Los Angeles was just rushed. So
But I don't think it's as bad as Thailand.
yeah, traffic-wise, yeah, Thailand's worst traffic. But yeah, LA just seemed rushed. That's probably the worst. But it's still good. We've not really had a worst. That where we've gone back and gone, oh wow, that was terrible.
Yeah, from other places, it's just Los Angeles.
Yeah, from all the places we've been, it's just that. Yeah. If money knows no object, where would we go? That's from Dan again. My answer is somewhere I've been wanting to go for years and years and years, and that's South Africa, especially Cape Town, and I can't remember the park's name, but there's a park where you can spend looking at animals. South Africa's my answer. If I could, someone give me money now, that's where I'd go. What about you?
Mine is Australia, because obviously it's quite expensive, and
Yeah.
I like to go to that part of the world.
Yeah.
And obviously go back to Thailand as well,
Yeah.
for
Yeah, there's-
obvious reason.
For obvious reasons, but there's so much we haven't seen in Thailand.
Yeah.
There really is. I think it's on one of our questions later anyway, but Thailand was fantastic, and I'd love to go back one day as well. I'm not sure it's for the same reason, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, what's the next one? Is Pete a Forest fan?
Well, I like football, just got watching here when I got the chance, but
Yeah,
mostly I watching TV and just like watching good football in general.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the answer is no, he's not a Forest fan, but he has been to a game with me and he enjoyed it. We've been around
Yeah.
Wembley, haven't we? I would have took him again this season,
Very
but
quiet compared to
Yeah.
Polish football.
yeah, Polish football's a bit mental, isn't it? Oh, lots of fighting. You don't get that in England
Depends
now.
where you sit as well. You have
Does
to
it?
watch. If you want fighting, you sit closer to
To
where.
the home and away fans.
Yeah. If you want quiet, you just stay like in the middle.
Yeah, that's where I'd be sat in the middle. But yeah, I'll take him again one day. I would have took him this year, but we've been absolutely shy, so I won't put him through that. Next one, first trip I vlogged and how did I find it? That's
That's
from
your
Jen.
question.
first, well, I'd love to find these videos, but I had a camcorder, you know, the old ones, and I always used to vlog when I took Zach away and make videos. I think I've still got them. I'd love to put them onto disc. But the first proper vlog was Thailand.
Yeah. And the one you probably regret is the one with that train you missed.
Oh God! Oh yeah! I never put that down. Yeah, we went to a. I actually took that question off. I think worst vlogging moment, but you've just reminded me. We went to a railway in Thailand, and the train runs through the market.
Yeah.
It only happens once a day or something. It took us ages. It was boiling up. We were stood there about an hour, weren't we, waiting for this train.
You were ready
Videoed
for
it all. Got back to the car. Camera had broke. He didn't record it. Good one. I forgot all about that. Yeah, yeah. I missed it all off camera. The video is on my channel. It's train market one. It's not the great quality, but it's still there. But yeah, how did I find it? A bit awkward at first. It's still awkward now, to be honest. People look at you and that, but you got to remember, you're creating memories. What we get to watch in 10 years. Hopefully, YouTube's still around. We can watch the videos back. Yeah, I'm never going to see him again. It might be awkward, but you just put up with it. It don't really bother me now. So that's that one. Yeah. Dan's asked, favourite food and drink at a barbecue. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. Burgers and Pepsi for me. I don't really drink, so alcohol's not for me. But just a nice burger for me, Dan, and a Pepsi.
Like for me, it'd be like Koppelberg for drink and just chicken, beef, meat in general.
Yeah,
I'm not very picky, so I just like everything.
Yeah, you like Kopparberg, don't you? That's a cider, by the way. That is quite nice, actually, cider.
Yeah, the thing is, for some reason, we can't buy it in Poland.
Yeah, there's the other one,
maybe something of
Recording, something like
that. I'm not sure. I know the only place in Poland you can buy it is IKEA. You know,
what, IKEA?
Yeah. I don't know why. Don't ask me.
That's strange, yeah. Yep, so on to the next page then. Best and worst food on the plane. I'll let you go with that one.
That was a bit hard because it's quite hard to remember what we actually ate. But I think the best food was the flight to Thailand on Etihad Airlines.
Yeah, we remember that was good, don't we? It's hard to remember, like Pete said. We could watch the videos back and see.
I got lots of flights, the same like Japan. I can't really remember what I eat. I remember what just okay, but nothing like remember.
Maybe remember Thailand because it was like the first big trip. But I remember who was that with? Who did we fly with? Etihad, was it?
Etihad, yeah.
Etihad, yeah. And the worst,
I think, was the one recently, the one to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. They gave us a breakfast with Cathay Pacific, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the worst. Yeah.
It was disgusting.
I mean, I ate it because I was hungry.
He eats anything here. But it was disgusting. There was a sausage and
not
breakfast at Hong Kong on Cathay Pacific wasn't very nice at all. My favourite's ice cream or cake, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, Häagen-Dazs ice cream.
Yeah, Häagen-Dazs ice cream. But yeah, that breakfast was minging, wasn't it?
Yes, just skip everything else and go straight to the ice cream.
The next one, that was from Steve again on Twitter, by the way. And this one's from James on Instagram. What makes an ideal travel partner? And we should know this. We do a lot of travelling.
Just like the same thing.
Yeah, we like the same things. Friendship for sure. Knowing like we have a few days. Sometimes we'll be on our own for a day. Gives us both a breather as well. So
like traveling together. Besides, it's safer as well. You don't want to be stuck in some dodgy place by yourself, basically. Yeah,
it's always good. Friendship's the main thing. You get on. I could say to Pete sometimes, I'm off to do this today, and he'll go do his own thing, and then we'll meet. There's nothing, it's just friendship.
The same, like you mentioned, if you want to go to South Africa, I better not go in there alone, because there's huge crime. The same Brazil.
That's right, yeah. If we went to Brazil or South Africa, I think we'd do it together. Yeah, it's two places we want to go, and like Pete, I'm not sure.
Because I worry about people say it's a lot of crime in there, so...
Yeah.
You want to get kidnapped or hear a lot of stories about South Africa. Especially.
Yeah, you do, especially in Brazil. But yeah, just for me, it's just friendship. Knowing the person you travel with. Like I say, we've known each other 13 years, haven't we? So we know a bit about what we want when we travel in that. This is from James on Instagram. Tips to make the most of a holiday. Well, I've got that. We should plan in advance and have a list. Now, one thing you won't know about me is I have a list. I write a list out for every day what to do, and we take that on holiday. It's not gospel. If something needs to change, it changes. But on them, say 7 days, on them 7 days list is everything we want to do.
Yeah, basically make a list of places you want to go, and then go on a flights website when you got
Yeah.
prices and
Yeah.
just go through every place you want to go.
Yeah.
See what's the best price, what's the best hotel, what's the weather like.
Yeah.
What people say on TripAdvisor.
That's right, because that Jordan one, we was excited, weren't we?
the
We
same
didn't
one.
book it, but we had everything. It was like, yeah.
And then,
I
said
looked
that
at the
guy who
weather.
told you about the weather.
Yeah, I looked at the weather and it was like, oh shit, I don't think we can go because the weather's going to be terrible. And it turns out we was right and we made a fantastic choice in swapping it. So yeah, do everything. Plan in advance, make a note of all the attractions and just be a bit, don't be anal about your list. You know, if something, another thing as well, what I've just thought of, what I do, don't, like if you're in New York, if you plan stuff around Central Park, don't have next in the plan something down the bottom near the World Trade Center. Plan everything in the same area if you can.
Basically go early as possible to busy attraction.
That's a good point, yeah. That's a fantastic point.
Especially to
The tram. That tram in Hong Kong.
Cathedral or
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The queues are massive.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong, that tram in Hong Kong was there, I can't remember, 7:30.
Yeah.
If we go at 10 in the morning, the queues are massive. Get there early. That is a good point, I forgot about that.
Yeah, if
Get
you,
there early.
even if you have to wait half hour to open it, it's better than wait
right.
hours. To
Well, we got on top of the peak, nothing was open for 2 hours, but we loved it.
You just
and then-
walk around.
And then when we walked around, as you see on the video, there was loads of people by the time we'd walk around, weren't there? That's
so
a great
easy.
point. Get there early.
And
Fantastic.
you want, to, if you especially want to get good shots and
Yeah. Brilliant. That, yeah. Get there early to your big attractions. Life's an experiment on Instagram. Does Pete have a YouTube page?
not yet, but because I play lots of game, I'm thinking about doing gaming channel one day.
Yeah.
I think he's a bit lazy, so. So
What do you
depends.
game on? What
Yeah,
console?
all kind of different. I really play almost everything.
Yeah.
That's
What
coming out.
console is it?
I play on the PlayStation and mostly on PC.
PC.
Yeah.
Mostly PC gaming. Yeah. You like your games, don't you? Computer games. So
I'm more like gamers person.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So if you set up one, it'd be a gaming channel. Well, look out, and if that does ever happen, I guarantee there will be a link on here.
Yeah.
Has travel changed us? That's from James on Instagram. It's changed me, yeah, because I'm constantly looking at what to do, where to go, deals, things to do. I always look at different pages and see if something takes my eye, then I'll look at that. And yeah, I'm always looking. And before, I didn't even like going to London 5 years ago. I used to hate it.
Yeah.
Now I love London and I just want to travel as much as I can.
I think you got more expensive now. What to do, what time? Like I said before, that you have to go early to attraction.
Yeah, you learn stuff, don't you?
Yeah, how to
Yeah.
behave. Like when you read some people saying you just try to avoid certain places.
Yeah.
You know, just make you.
You learn a lot about other ways of life as well, don't you? Like
Yeah.
in Hong Kong, Buddhism and stuff like that. You learn a lot about other ways of life, especially when I was in Dubai, because in Dubai, all that, all the that's people think bad things, but when you're over there, you learn life. Do you know what I mean?
The same when
brilliant.
we stay in that hotel, it's not a tourist place. You see what's everyday Chinese people do every day because we've been staying in place where it's like working
That's
area,
right.
not tourist area.
Yeah, in
So you can
Shamshu
Yeah,
And it does change you. It does change you when you see stuff like that, because you've never seen it before, have you?
yeah,
Especially remember that island, Cheng Chau Island.
yeah.
That changed a lot. That was just full of people
When you go on
eating
those
fish balls and
smaller island, you see how everyday people
it's-
live in there. It's completely different than see on
that's
tourist
right.
advertise, all those.
Yeah. And then when you show family and family members the video, they just can't believe that's the way of the world. In England, that's a million miles away, isn't it, from what we're
Yeah,
used
it's
to?
two different worlds completely.
It's too. But it changes you, but in a fantastic, positive way. This is a question from CV Killer on YouTube.
That's cool.
Has the YouTube ad changes bothered me? No, because I don't do it for money. You see a lot of people nowadays put on Patreon pages, and I've seen somebody with like less than 800 followers have a Patreon page. Something I'd never do, ask for money. I do this for the love of travelling, for my memories, not to make money or to put. There's loads of people have these Patreon pages, like 8,000 or 9,000. That's, you know what I mean? Have a Patreon page. So if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. I've seen them that say stuff like, oh yeah, for me to carry on, I need a better camera. Donate. Just don't do
so
it.
people doing those donation on PayPal.
Yeah, I'll
you
never
donate,
ever beg. Never.
Person donate $1
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You'll never
You
get
have
that
to-
on this
You have to
channel.
watch out. Like I read stories about people who get like 1,000 donation and then got withdraw and you have to pay those charges.
That's
and,
right.
You know.
Yeah, you'll never get that on this channel. If I've got 4,000 or 4 million, I'll never ask for any money because that's not the way I don't beg. To me, it's begging for money, and I'll never beg for money. You know what I mean? I'd rather save and buy a camera. This is from Tosh on YouTube. Looking back at the trips, what would we do different? We both agreed on one. Well, maybe on nearly all of these.
I think stay longer in Macau.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
stay longer in San Francisco because
Yeah.
just we only stay one day. But
I didn't
when
get to do Alcatraz. You didn't get to do the Golden Gate
Yeah.
Bridge, and there's loads.
because we're always short on time on those places.
Yeah, we try and fit
because
that
they're
much in,
so
don't we?
good. You never got enough time to see
Yeah,
them.
that's right. Macau, we had no idea it'd be as good as it was, did we?
It was
I had
much
no
better
idea.
than I was expecting.
We
yeah.
So yeah, just stay longer in Thailand. We'd like to have stayed maybe 3 or 4 weeks if we could, instead of
I think
15 days, something like that.
Cut shorter on Bangkok and go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what we should have done. Yeah.
Yeah.
But next time we've done all these places, so we can't just stay longer in different. I've got Macau, Thailand, Vegas. Just stay longer so we can travel about and do different stuff. Right, this is for Pete. The next one off Tosh as well. What is his first Hard Rock Cafe shirt, and what's your favourite one? Because if you don't know, he travels around the world and you collect Hard Rock Cafe t-shirts.
My
So what's
first Hard
the
Rock
first
Cafe was in Japan, but because I was in with brother and I was collecting t-shirt at the time, I
didn't buy one?
don't buy one,
Ah.
and still regretted seeing my brother and his missus buy it, and I'm
My
not.
brother's got his own up and you've
After
got it.
that, I started buying.
What was
that,
it? Which one was it in
The
Hard Rock
first-
Cafe? Japan,
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah, and first t-shirt, I actually first t-shirt I buy was from Budapest.
Budapest was your first one?
I recommend the city as well. It's really
Really
nice.
nice.
And,
I've never been to
nice
Budapest.
food as well. You got that Hungarian goulash.
Oh, yeah. No, I've
Very-
never been there.
very
Never
nice.
been there. And what's your favourite one? Your favourite Hard Rock Cafe
Hard
t-shirt?
Rock was from Bangkok because
Oh,
of
yeah.
the design and basically it's quite unique design compared
Yeah.
to the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember that one. You usually have pictures.
It's
We've
a
not got that
black
one. have
t-shirt, Bangkok, and some like design on the back. I don't know. Yeah, it's like
we? I just noticed as well, there's one on there. Where's that?
yeah.
Hong Kong. Hard Rock. That's quite nice,
Yeah,
isn't it?
because some of them got design in front and some got like on the back.
And you have
So-
a loyalty card, don't you? Do you
yeah,
have a
I
loyalty
got
points card or something?
yeah, I'm in that club when collecting points. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that one. Right. This is from the Ped123 on Instagram. Favourite Vegas experience and favourite Vegas casino. Now, not a day trip like Grand Canyon. This is in Vegas. So to me, the best thing we did in Vegas was Absinthe Show. That was amazing. That was the best show. Oh, mind you, was it? I don't know if it's the best show I've ever seen because Moulin Rouge was pretty damn good, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But that was, well, it was racist. It was just over the line. It was amazing. Best thing in Vegas for you?
Right.
was it?
Like you mentioned, if I have to take about show, I think be Moulin Rouge
So you
actually.
think Moulin Rouge is better than...
Yeah, but
I'm not going to ask why. I know. I think we know the answer to that.
yeah, and
Right. What's your best
best
Vegas
experience. I think be walking strip at night time, seeing all the
Yeah.
lights and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing like that, is there?
Yeah, and second one be actually shooting range.
Yeah, that's my second one as well. But
And
yeah,
the best-
walking the strip at night, if you've not done it and you go to Vegas, just walk from Luxor to maybe the Wynn or the Stratosphere. But if you can't walk that
Egyptian.
far, yeah, just
or the
walk up and...
stratosphere all the
Oh,
way,
it's
yeah.
amazing, isn't it? The lights and... It's just fantastic. Seeing Vegas at night is...
Downtown
mind-blowing.
is as good as well.
Yeah, that's... Oh, that's another regret. Another regret. What we should have asked on the other one, what was it? What would we do different? Vegas one, I didn't explain that properly. Spend more time downtown. We spent about 5 hours.
Yeah, we only been
Downtown is
not even
amazing,
one day,
isn't
just
it?
a couple of hours.
Yeah, I'd love to spend a few hours downtown.
And I regret not going on those rides on top
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Anyway, what was the other part of that question? Favourite Vegas casino, Pete?
I choose Venetian
Venetian.
because I just enjoy like decoration and just
So much
nice
inside it,
things
wasn't
inside.
there?
Yeah.
So for me, it's Stratosphere because It's not the greatest hotel. It's a bit shabby, to be honest, like the bottom part casino and that. But it offers so much. When you go up, there's rides on it. There's a viewing platform. Did it move, the stratosphere? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. It moves around, and there's a bar, there's a restaurant, there's the rides. The casino's still good. Yeah, the stratosphere for me. That was my favourite one. Right, on to the next one. This is from the Ped 123 again. How does Macau compare to Las Vegas? To me, it's pretty hard. There's no drinking, so you don't get that buzz and the drinking of people walking about, because there's no music. There's no music playing, is there? Yeah. On Vegas you can hear loud music. There's none of that. It's proper Chinese.
And also in casinos there's more tables than slots.
Yeah.
Some casinos got no slots at all.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we went in some casinos and there weren't even any slots, and we don't really play
also
table
from
games.
my experiences, you win less.
Yeah, that's right.
But it maybe depends on your luck.
Yeah, it's all to do with luck, innit? But yeah, the casinos are pretty good out there.
Oh yeah, and the casinos look quite amazing. Yeah. Some of them is...
My favourite casinos there, that Studio City was
What's
amazing.
That's...
Golden Reel ride in it.
Big casino from when you see from that cathedral thing. What was it called?
Oh, Macau Tower. Huh?
No, that like T shape.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but the casinos.
Lisbon.
Oh, Lisboa. Grand Lisboa. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yeah. They have like the same Vegas casinos, don't they? They have Wynn. All them ones, what's the ones? Parisian, Hard Rock. But yeah, the Studio City one there. If you haven't watched my video, it's amazing. There's a ride on it, the Golden Reel. If you gave, this is the funny thing I said to Pete when we was looking through these questions. If you gave me $5,000 now and said you're either spending that on Vegas or Macau, I would choose Macau. I wouldn't choose Vegas. I want to spend more time in Macau. It looked fantastic. What you see we did on we hardly did anything. There was so much to do, wasn't there? And we did hardly anything.
I mean, both places are expensive because of the tourists, but compared to price difference between America and
flights
Macau,
and
it's much cheaper in there.
Yeah, Macau was cheaper, yeah. But yeah, there's none of that drinking, none of the buzz, no loud music. But it's still amazing, isn't it? It's still amazing. If you hadn't been to Vegas and you just had Macau, yeah, it's just as good to me. Just as
also,
good.
if you like traditional places, this like old town of Macau, it's more like old European town.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot more to do in Macau as well in there. Yeah, to me, maybe Vegas is a bit better, but I'd go back to Macau if I had the chance, not Vegas. Okay, so we're on to the last page, last 10 a few questions.
Yeah, that's yours now.
How was uploading 80 days in a row changed me? And that's from Travels with Lobo on YouTube. Twitter, sorry. It was hard, I've got to put it that way. They're all programmed to come on, so I'm not doing one a day. They're all programmed. It took me at least a week to do everything. Doing the videos I don't find hard. The hardest part for me is finding the thumbnail and writing the description. That just takes up so much time. But yeah, it took nearly a week of my life to get them uploaded. But they're all done now. I was like hibernating for 10 hours a day to get it done, but yeah, it did change me. It was hard work, really hard work, but I'm glad with the outcome, so thanks for that question. Now then, this is from CV Killer. This is something we've got totally different answers on.
Yeah.
Top 3 YouTube pages. As Pete said before, you're into gaming, aren't you?
Yeah.
So tell them what your top 3 are.
My 3 are like Total Biscuits, Angry Joe, and this guy called Isaac. It's more like Polish gamers.
Yeah.
So
and they're all gaming channels.
Yeah.
Just what gameplay?
Yeah, it's all different ones. Both two, like Total Biscuit and Angry Joe. It's mainly about game reviews and movie reviews as well.
Especially American English?
And Isaac, it's more about Counter-Strike if you...
Alright, what's that, the Polish one?
Yeah.
Okay. And my 3, number 3 is Smokescreen. American guy does fantastic vlogs on Game of Thrones because we both love that show.
Yeah.
And can't wait for the series to come back. Yeah, Smokescreen. He's only got maybe 37,000. I've got no idea why because he's fantastic. And number 2 is Bangkok 112. where a guy who just goes onto the streets and films scenes around, not just Thailand, around the world. He's really good. You don't never see his face, he never talks. It's just all about filming. And my number one is Collider Videos. We're massive into our movies as well. And Collider Videos is a fantastic site. They have a show every day, and they've got something called the Schmodown, which is a movie trivia quiz, and it's just fantastic. Go watch Collider Videos, they're an amazing YouTube channel. So they're my top 3. Tony B asked, do we have any plans to return to Las Vegas? Or Sin City, as he puts it.
If I got more money, probably yes, but I prefer if I go actually to Macau, because it's basically cheaper and I don't see everything in there yet.
Yeah.
Besides, in America there's so more other places I've never been, so
instead of going back.
It's not on the top of my, it's more like on the bottom.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I use a app called My Vegas. It's a casino game thing, and I've actually got enough points on it now to have 2 free nights stay somewhere in Vegas. But I keep saving them, because if I went to Vegas, it would be for 2 days, and then I'd move on somewhere else, San Francisco. You know, I'd travel around. I wouldn't just stay in Vegas this time. If I went, it'd just be for a couple of days. But yeah, I think one day we'd definitely go back, but I don't think it's any time soon, is it? No. Like we said in the last question, I'd rather go to Macau at the minute, because we spent 12 hours there and we hardly did anything. Yeah. There's so much to do in
Vegas, you see all the casinos.
Yeah, we did Vegas, didn't we? Yeah.
It's not that many to see, actually. You can do it in 2 days. Really.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. Tips on jet lag from Dan Churchman, again on Twitter. Well, I just try and stay awake and try and get in their time zone. The only time I have failed at that was in Hong Kong, when we was asleep for about 4 o'clock in the afternoon because we was knackered. But every other time, stay awake. Like when we got there, it was like 9 in the morning, which was maybe 24 hours we'd been awake, but that was still 9 in the morning in Hong Kong. Just try and get in their time zone as quick as possible.
It all depends how tired you are, really.
Yeah.
If you are really tired, you just get probably knocked down straight away.
Out, like we did.
Yeah.
Like 13, 16 hours, I can't remember now, but after that sleep we was fine, weren't we? We felt we had no problem. That was the only time I've ever had trouble. Thailand, Vegas, we never had any trouble.
If you are a younger person, it would be much better for you.
Not like us old kids. Yeah. There's 40 and 30. How old are you?
Almost 38.
And I'm 42, so yeah, we struggle. From Dan again, am I off to Star Wars Celebration in 2019? I'd love to, yeah. They haven't been announced where it is yet, but it's something I'm really excited about. I'm hoping it's somewhere nice, and then I can maybe holiday around that. If it's somewhere not too good, we'll see. Like if it's in England again, I'd probably go, but just for the day. If it's in America again or wherever, then there's a high chance I will go, definitely.
I have to go on it as well, because I got
done it, have you? Yeah, he was at work last time.
At work, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, Dan offered me, I don't know if you know, he offered me to go down to a Star Wars thing at O2, and he'd look after me, take me tickets and that. And that's the same guy who's offered to, Dan's offered to take us out someplace as well, and so that's great, Dan, really appreciate that, don't we? And I couldn't make that other Star Wars thing at the O2, but it looked really good, so thanks for that, Dan, yeah. Who does the planning for the trips? From Dan again. Simple, both of us.
Yep.
Both of us, we go home, Pete will have a list, we'll meet up 5 days later, compare the list, cross them off, say I don't like this, I don't like that. Both of us, yeah, we just both do everything together, yeah.
Just look through internet, look for the best offers, really.
Yeah. I might find an offer and Pete will come back and say, oh, have you not seen this? And I'm like, oh, God, yeah, that's the best offer, or that vice versa. Right, here's one for Pete. Can Pete list, this is from Dan again, can Pete list all his Hard Rock Cafe t-shirts? And he's got the list down there so we don't forget, so tell them all where you've been and got a t-shirt.
Right, by the list it will be Budapest, Amsterdam, London, Manchester, Warsaw, Kraków, Bangkok, Pattaya, Hong Kong, Macau, Helsinki, Athens, Vegas, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Paris.
Yep, that's right, yep. I think I might have missed some off here, you know, Pete. Oh,
basically, it's about 20 or so t-shirts, because some places I buy more than one.
Yep. Yeah, you've got quite a few from few places, haven't you? From Dan again, what is our favourite film? Now we've come up, because we're that way into our films, we've come up with 3. And when we was coming up with a list, we didn't realise, but we both, another thing we've got in common, Quentin Tarantino was our favourite producer, director, because he's just fantastic, his films. Anyway, my top 3. 3rd place, Schindler's List. 2nd place, Coming to America. 2 completely different films. And my favourite film is Django Unchained, the newer version. I can't remember how old we are. I think it's Jamie Foxx, is it? But that's just fantastic. I can't remember the guy's name on the horse. He's French or Belgian. I can't remember his name. He's a fantastic actor, he is. But that's my 3. But my favourite, Django Unchained. That is an amazing film and brilliantly directed.
Mine is like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
But basically, I like all the Quentin Tarantino
Yeah, again,
movies.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we've
that's
got
my
them all.
favorite director
Yeah,
for movies.
it's fantastic, and Pulp Fiction is a
And of
great
course,
film.
Star Wars as well.
yeah, Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, we love all the Star Wars stuff, don't we? What travel apps do I recommend? And that's the final question. Now, we both use some, but I've got one called City Mapper. I use that. I've only ever used it in New York. It's fantastic for New York. It tells me all the trains to use, and you can work offline in the subway stations. I won't mention that one because that's on yours.
Yeah.
But one thing people don't use a lot of, and that's YouTube. YouTube is a massive app for travel. Whenever we book somewhere, go on YouTube,
And check
check it.
Yeah.
Like Carriage House Hotel in Vegas, YouTube it. You'll guarantee someone's made a video of it, usually me.
Yeah, there's some more video.
Yeah,
much
wherever
videos
you
about
go,
places, yeah.
wherever you plan on going, YouTube it. People have made travel videos on it. I don't think that gets enough recommendation, YouTube, for travel
And
videos.
for map, it's like I said, it's lots of different applications, but mine I use Here We Go. I
Here
think
we
it's
go,
called.
that's the one
Yeah.
I had as well. That's a fantastic map, isn't it?
Yeah.
Takes up a lot of memory on your phone, but the maps are brilliant, and I've downloaded it anyway. I have another one, Ullman, which I recommend a lot on my channels. That's the one you used in Hong Kong,
Yeah.
Ullman, and I've got it for New York. And just one more, Yahoo Weather. Always check your weather, so then you can always change your plans as well. But yeah, let me just make sure that's everything. That's it. That's all the question and answers done. Went all right?
Yep.
Yeah, Pete's a bit nervous, not used to this, are you?
No.
This is all new to Pete, so give us a big thumbs up and a massive thanks to Pete for this, and to all you for your questions. Your support has been brilliant. The Hong Kong vlogs have been received fantastically. They've not got amazing views, like I say, that don't bother me, stuff like that. The amount of feedback I've got is just fantastic from Hong Kong. Future plans. I'm not announcing where I'm going yet, so keep quiet, so don't tell anyone. I'll probably be announcing that on June the 2nd or 3rd. It is all sorted now. Everything is booked. For future plans for us, that is my solo trip, by the way. Pete's plans is Spain, is it? Greece?
You were saying you want to go to Vietnam?
Yeah, I'm on about plans for you. What have you got planned for the summer? What
I
have you-
didn't decide yet. Like I said, I got too much places to go. So
Be Europe though, will it?
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm going to that festival in
Oh
Poland.
yeah, Woodstock Festival
Yeah.
in Poland you go to,
And after
yeah?
that, I just thinking somewhere in Greece maybe again. Yeah.
Back to Greece, yeah? Right, together, this is a list of what we've got from say September to December.
Yeah.
Rome, we've both massively we've been wanting to do that for 3 years. Berlin's on the list, Madrid, Lisbon.
Yeah.
I want to go to Iceland. Flights are so cheap, but like
Yeah,
Pete
that's
says, the
expensive.
food is.
Yeah.
But so these are all things we're working on, and the big one for next year we both want to do. And it's another thing I mentioned it to Pete, and straight away he was like, "Oh yeah, let's do that." Vietnam for January or February.
It's kind of like Thailand, but
Yeah,
it's a bit.
There's loads to
slightly
see there.
different,
Some of the videos there look amazing.
There's lots of stuff about war as well.
Yeah, there's so much to see. So that was another thing. I mentioned it. Pete straight away, yes, let's do that. So we'll get these end of summer / winter ones, autumn ones done. And
I think you can do shooting ranches as well in there.
yeah, I've seen in Vietnam you can shoot rockets into cars and
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So that's our plans for the future. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. That's the question and answers finished. Give it a like, share, big thumbs up. Well done, Pete. Got through it. Thanks a lot, everyone, and we'll see you all later. See you later.
See you later.